With us now is Andy Christiansen. And I got the nicest compliment from him because he said that he read and watched my TEDx talk, so that's kind of cool. He is a motivational coach. He does so much for so many people, and right now he's living in Atlanta. Super excited that you came up to be with us. So Andy Christiansen, how does one become the best coach by far?
How do you become the best coach by far?
Yes.
Being a great listener.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, there's so many people that put that tagline on who they are and what they do. And I was maybe a consultant, maybe a counselor, but a great coach isn't somebody who tells other people what to do, but pulls the greatness out of them by asking questions. I bet similar to what you do every day, day in and day out.
I love what I do. It is such an honor for me to sit down with someone, and when they open up and they bare their soul to me, it's like, oh, and I try to keep a safe space for them. And I know that that's what you do with your clients too. You are a safe space for them.
Until I start challenging them, yes. Because some people need to be
pushed.
A pat on the back,
right?
And some people need a kick in the butt.
Okay.
And oftentimes people need both.
Okay.
And I think a great coach or interviewing personality knows when that person needs which one.
I think for me, I always do better with positive reinforcement. So if someone says that I'm not doing a great job or something like that comes about, I internalize that as not good enough. So my inner voice tells me, oh, I'm not good enough, and then I'll shut down. Where sometimes other people you could coach, you could say, oh, 15 more, you look like, slop, give me 15 more push-ups or whatever. And that they want to drive to get your approval. Right? So It's all these different things that a person's mind, but success, you can unlock your own success.
Well, it's kind of crazy. People are so complicated.
Okay.
I know I am. Just ask my wife. But at the same time, they've done research that proves everyone that hires, let's stay on the coach topic, that hires a coach wants two primary things.
Okay.
You want to guess?
They want to be liked and they want to make more money.
Oh, you're real close on both of them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The way they would put it is they need vision, or a clarified vision, like where am I going, what's next? Especially in times like we're in right now, people have to pivot and they're trying to figure out, what do I do, my job, they're not inviting me back, I got unemployed, and what
am I
next?
going,
So vision, getting a clear vision, what you're best at, where you want to go. Secondly, like you were saying, belief. You wouldn't think that so many of us need that, but I woke up this morning stinking thinking.
Yeah?
I was like, man, I don't know if that thing's gonna work out, and I don't know if that's gonna work out, and that's working out, but what if it stops working out? I'm like, stop it.
That's stinking
Come
thinking.
on, man. And I'm like the most positive guy in the world, and people are like, you think that way? I'm like, we all do.
Yeah.
We all fall victim to it, and we have to override it. So vision and belief seem to be the things people need most.
And especially if you think that everything's kind of going along hunky-dory, right? And everything's okay, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, right? And then a crisis happens, a challenge, you're faced with a challenge. And sometimes a coach can just kind of come in there and help guide you back on track.
I think the good ones do.
Okay.
I remember I had to hire a coach a couple years ago. Well, let me put it, my wife said, maybe you should hire a coach for that. I'm like, I am a damn coach. I'm not gonna go hire a coach. And then the more I thought about it, I'm thinking that's just not the right path. That's not humility. That's not a balance. And the coach was great. I've hired 3 or 4 since.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, because I like to say every 4 years you're a freshman again.
Perfect.
It just seems to be the way life is. Maybe even now with the information age and the speed, it's every 4 months.
Okay.
But you get married, you're a freshman. You get a new job, you're a freshman. You get a kid, you're a freshman. You get a second kid, you're a freshman. You lose a job, you're a freshman. It just continues to happen. We have transitions all the time.
Sometimes during those transitions, sometimes people choose a therapist and sometimes people choose a coach. What's the distinction for you between the two?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
I've always said, and I went to become a counselor when I so I was in business, and I invented this product called Fruit 2.0. I've got you a case of it out front.
Yummy.
It was the first no-calorie fruit-flavored water, but that was a long time ago. And because of that, I was like, I've done everything I want to do in corporate America. So I started my own business, wanting to help other people. And so a big part of that was, do I want to be a counselor or do I want to be a coach? And I didn't know the difference. Counselors, for the most part, go back in your history and bring you forward or pull you out of a ditch
Okay.
and get you back on solid ground, whereas coaches more so help you go from that solid ground to greater heights.
Love it.
Move forward.
All the way.
Right.
Right? Up, 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 and away.
Right.
Thank you for that distinction, because sometimes when you're looking at things, you do need, and that was clear for me. Got that really clearly.
Well, and also consultants, just
Yes.
to throw this in, because
Sure.
then people are like, well, what about a consultant? They are more so to tell you what to do.
Okay.
A coach comes in, the coach may know what to tell you to do, but the coach wants to help you discover it. Because if you discover it, you're that much more apt to do it. If people weigh in, they're more apt to buy in.
I agree. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a business person that says, okay, from now on, you're going to balance your checkbook. And I'm like, oh. But if you tell me, here's the benefit, Donna, of you balancing your checkbook, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I just found that $5,000 error that the bank made.
Right.
So,
We don't like adults don't like being told what to do.
No.
I'm not sure kids do either, but.
No, I
yeah.
know that I don't. I definitely, is one of those people growing up. And because I'm kind of like lightning in a bottle, can you imagine me as a kid, right? But I was a good student, but I just have high energy just like you. And so luckily for me along the way, I had mentors, I had teachers, I had people that cared about me, that took that unique difference, all right, about me,
Right.
and then they kind of celebrated it.
Did
And I
they-
think that's what a coach does. They celebrate others.
Exactly. I'm just curious.
Yes.
Did you find them for the most part
Well,
after the age of 21, or did you have to find them?
It's interesting. I think that the very first coach I ever had was a woman named Mrs. Stout. And I was getting bullied, and kids were beating me up on the playground or whatever. And so I got a chance to work, like I would say, in the resource room. And Mrs. Stout and I would play games, and it helped my vocabulary. And she saw something special in me. So maybe it was only like 20 minutes, 3 times a week, but she was my first coach.
Right.
And I often think about how cool she was and how helpful she was in my journey. So, but yeah, I've hired coaches have come on the show, and I even wrote, there was a chapter, Manifesting Your Dreams, that I got included in a book, all types of great journeys. So,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that you flew up here to be with us today.
I was so honored to be here.
Stay here
Thank
in Long
you.
Island. We've got great things to see, wineries and great food, and it's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.
Any books?
I do actually have a book for you. I've signed it for you.
Yay!
That's the 40-40 principle. It's on mentoring, how to build your dream team.
I have a dream team. Can you tell here? I really do.
Definitely.
The people on my crew are the best in the whole entire universe, and I love them and I thank them, and they're awesome.
And not that
but
you
this
need
is
it.
helpful. Yes.
And I have some inspirational cards for you.
Oh!
These are fantastic. You can give them away, write notes on
Did you
them,
write these?
hand them out. I did not, but I did write the book.
A gift
Yeah.
and a book. Stay tuned for more. I've been living it up myself right here with Andy Christiansen. Hope you enjoyed this visit, and check out his book. Be well.